follow. I just want to get a sense from you, Nalini. A lot of credit obviously goes to the ASI report now, in fact, the details of which are before us. Talk to us a little about the findings of the same that has then further prompted the court, in fact, to arrive at this conclusion that indeed it's only rightful that the Hindus be allowed to pray here.
Well, Sneha, just a quick breaking news before that. Like we
Right.
just heard
Okay.
from Vishnu Shankar Jain, he has confirmed that the Hindu parties will also be approaching the Allahabad High Court in a caveat, which essentially means that the Hindu parties are going to file an application before the Allahabad High Court, stating that in case the Muslim parties challenge this order of the Varanasi court, then no order should be passed by the Allahabad High Court without first giving an opportunity to the Hindu sides to state their case before the court, and only after hearing them can any order be passed in this regard. But coming back to the ASI report, how ASI report has played a part in this order that has been passed by the Varanasi court. Just recently we saw that the ASI report has been put into public domain, and what it essentially said is that there are several idols, there are several remains that have been found that existed of a Hindu temple on the same site where the Gyanvapi mosque is currently located. In fact, especially regarding the basement, the ASI report had stated that several remains, several artifacts, several idols of Hindu deities were found even in the basement. And before the 1993, this is not part of the ASI report, but this is what the Hindu parties had claimed before the court during their arguments, that before 1993, there were regular prayers that were being offered in the basement of the Gyanvapi mosque complex. But after 1993, the basement was sealed and the key was not handed over to the priest to perform this puja. So like I was telling you earlier, there was also a legal battle going on regarding the handing over of the keys, where the Hindu parties had said that the keys should in fact be handed over to the district administration. The keys that were earlier with the mosque committee should be handed over to the district administration for safekeeping and to ensure that nothing that is there in the basement can in fact be tampered with. So keeping that in mind, the Varanasi court about 2.5 weeks back had directed the district administration to take over control of the basement. They directed the keys to be handed over to the district administration, and it's on the tails of that earlier order that we are seeing this order come in from the Varanasi court, where they have now allowed the Hindu petitioners to offer prayer in the basement after 1993. This is the first time that prayers will be offered in the basement of the Gyanvapi mosque complex, which shows the significance and the magnitude of what a big win this is for the Hindu side, because this is something that they've been fighting for several years now. And keeping this in mind, the Hindu parties have 7 days time to ensure that there is no stay that is granted on this order by the Allahabad High Court, despite the fact that the Muslim parties might approach, not might, in fact, they will definitely approach the Allahabad High Court challenging this order, but it remains to be seen as to whether or not the Allahabad High Court is keen to go ahead and issue a stay on this, because like Vishnu Shankar Jain also just stated, this is an issue regarding the faith and the religious practices of the Hindus. And with that order being in place, it's slightly going to be an uphill battle for the Muslim parties to try and get a stay order on this issue.
Right. I'm going to, in fact, ask you to be with us, Nalini, for getting us all of those details. We'll continue to keep a very close eye on all of those developments. Undoubtedly a win for the Hindu side. Now, if things go according to the plan as per the court's instructions, and within 7 days is when the Hindu side and Hindus can start offering prayers at the basement of the Gyanvapi mosque.